Bruh.
We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold.
Solidify! Gather!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Dude, you're big, bro.
Solidify! Gather!
Look at what treasure. What's possible way for me? I was like,
Solidify!
Ring cutter. Toss over.
oh no, the clues work.
Huh?
The clues. That's definitely true.
Silence!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Ooh, I won't say no. Bah, bah.
Is it what you wished?
65 people.
Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
I took it back. View me. Jinwoo. Shut up. Don't piss me off. I have to do this. 30 viewers, I'll do anything for. Sure. Where are we even going? Like 16 years. A dangerous looking person, untrustworthy looking person. Okay, sure. Jeez, he's looking bloody Chad. That is Chad himself.
Another test subject. That tingle?
Settle down! Be sanctified.
Ow, ow.
Good. The right test subject. That tingle?
Silence!
I got you.
Reggie Van Dyke, what? Fanboy. Fanboy's like, you and me go. Okay, the 1,000 damage, the damage to you, I assume you're pretty weak, man.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Time to go! Getty!
Yeah. Nice shaker, bro. Nice shaker. He is shivering in fear, broski.
Silly churl, Billy churl,
Five stuff. No. Jesus. Alright. Actually, who's in this banner for like to lose to? Oh, this is not looking. This doesn't look good. This is really not good. Don't lose 50s. That is horrific. That is absolutely despicable. For the people you can lose to in it. I can't lie. It's not that bad. It's just Dea, Mona, Chi. Maybe Kaching. You don't want. And need Luke obviously. But I'm gonna get. I hope I don't lose it. Anyway. I should know who's in the standing by Diana. I feel like I should just know. Oh, so it's just the ones you can lose to in it. Right. That makes a lot of sense. We're trying to get AR 55. 60 XP. So. Yeah. I went for the first time. Right, okay. Well, should be in the third. Don't miss anyone, for sure.
Go!
Oh, well, that's the last one. Yeah. Wait. The wife's got just a whole wish just chilling in my...
Huh?
I don't even know. I don't know myself. I feel safe, but I don't know. I feel safe, but I don't know. The force to get in this banner is so fucking terrible. At least we're gonna go eat some plate ass meat. Not what you think. Fucking raw meat. They're cooking the end again. Yeah, dickhead. Nelly. Piss off. Fuck off, Carl. Piss off. Okay. What just a American? Right. Right. She's sitting back into the whole time. Okay. Oh god, story. This is the story banner. Is the story banner. Four stars, like the story. I'm telling you, the 4 stars.
Are you still organizing the bookshelf?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super
Sorry.
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to...
You don't know...
sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... There's nothing more...
I've always seen a bit more shaken up. What's going on? They were feeling a bit spooky and feeling a bit
Hey!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner. I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time. You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
It's dumb because he was there. And like they are basically obeying him and that makes him look good because he was there. More likely.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody? Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not...
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice. And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control them, and even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood. The line has been set.
Fish?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their invest. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained it! It's finally evening. Wrisley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, easily. so dull. But fine. Vegas Ryfuji can be a bit dull in some ways. So we're not gonna. We're gonna call him by his actual name, Risley.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to...
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Why didn't anyone come to me?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that. So it became imperative for me. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way. There was no way to keep our investigation.
That makes sense.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought them, but now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once. Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied.
Ah, so you did that on...
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble. Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan, too!
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the Society. Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct? Yes, my lover...
Slow down, take a deep breath.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
You mean when we saw him at the
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his...
Huh? Bruh.
Explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. She rambles often.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter.
Like we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say.
It's all right, Avis. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please.
But look...
In that case, Avis and I will be off.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. That is an order. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Just what's up with that guy? We should have shown him his
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the Society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis feel the need to remove her hat? The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret, but there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence.
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avise didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Ouch.
Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of... And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated...
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
Oh,
the
God,
moment it hits you,
sicko.
like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
What's going on?
Agony, desolation, and an
That's never
overwhelming
been
sense of
people.
despair. No,
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wound?
that might not even be all. Let's go. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Shit, we're gonna knock this bastard out, bro. He's flipping sick. He's got it on himself, don't he? Or is it just like nothing in there? I'm more likely in it because he did it to himself. Scared up. That's actually mad, you know. Oh, well.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had We decided to forestall their plan, and we're just about to send the word when...
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this, all?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things. So perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound.
Ooh, Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for...
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
I'm gonna knock this DJ guy out. I think you put in a double combo from him, I swear. No, I can't lie, I actually want it now, you know. He's actually kind of sick.
Come here! Have a look at this!
Probably actually kind of cool, you know. What's up, bro?
This is a book that the colors of the covers are... Yeah!
Yeah, my piece is kind of cool, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. Like from behind. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie still. That's kind of sick.
Look at what I found.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He's getting rolled. I'm getting him somehow. I need to whip something out my ass.
This is a surveillance port.
So
So even if Dugier's not there Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any... And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake. And Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust. We added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threat. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its so instead of being his real base, and only the most...
But then...
Dugier must be whole. He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind.
Oh my god, I'm gonna jump the bridge. Which one? Boy. Every depth has a creditor.
Wanna come over for tea?
Oh, mission.
Silly child. Billy.
I know that she's hungry. I'm not. It's a bit low. You can't climb nowhere though. You got the wrong guy. Shut up. Exactly what the wrong guy would say. Ha ha.